All right, guys, barbell cycling. Pumped about this one, push jerks. So in the push jerk, all right, in this piece, the main thing is to focus on barbell cycling and supporting that load overhead, but moving that load to overhead in a very efficient, effective way. Now, cycling a barbell in jerks, we don't get to do often. We see it a lot in clean, see it a lot in snatches, and we see a jerk at the end of a clean, but we don't necessarily see the isolation of jerk cycling, okay? So good opportunity to work on your shit, all right? You've got 4 reps minute window between each time and some heavy loads. So the idea is to just dial that in on each rest. We should be thinking about kind of those mechanics and what we can do better for the next one, all right? So Em's gonna get that bar up to our shoulders, and the first thing we really wanna think about is like trajectory, and really the cue is push the world away from you. Okay, so we have our dip and drive. We want to use our legs as much as we can in the lift. I want you to watch this section here where Em dips and then pushes very aggressively. She pushes, it's like she's pushing the floor down to the opposite end of the world. All right, that's what you want to think about with these heavy jerks. All right. So it's this dip and this massive push. We don't need a lot of distance in that dip to be able to do that. We have this massive push against the floor. Now, next, all right, it's the line of action of the bar. After we push, is the bar going straight, okay? What's gonna tell us this is torso angle. When we look at Em, she's gonna have her shoulders, if you draw a line from shoulder to hip, that line should be straight up and down as she dips. And then it's gonna cause that bar to go straight up and down. Not going out around her head, tucking that chin, and then driving that head through, so that bar has a straight line of action and it's balanced about her frontal plane, okay? So very important to have that power through the legs and straight line of action with the bar. All right, now in cycling the reps, how you doing, Em? You all right?
I'm good.
Okay. Now in cycling the reps, we also need to think about accuracy, okay? So Em's got a great setup here where the bar is just above her collarbone in that soft spot, but supported by the front delts with the elbows up, and she's got a good grip on the bar. We're gonna need a good grip on the bar to cycle these reps. So we need to be accurate in linking the reps together, okay? So that bar is gonna come right back down in the same spot each and every time. You can even see that red mark, okay? We don't want the collarbone bruising. If we can avoid it, we want it higher than that because it's not gonna choke us out because it's gonna be supported by those front delts, okay? You can see Em shrugging up into that bar as she cycles. So accuracy to come back to that spot, okay? And lastly, we want timing, okay? Timing, that's crucial. You can hear when somebody's timing is off, all right? So I'm not gonna get Em to do this, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you've been in a gym and seen this happen. You can hear the barbell rattle when we dip ahead of the bar. Okay, and why that's bad is we have all this force coming down on us when we wanna go back up. So it's these opposing forces, not in a good way. All right, so this barbell comes crashing down and you wanna go up. So what we have to do is we have to wait and be patient and wait for the bar to come down on you and absorb it. So watch Em do another set. I want you to watch her timing. She gets that rep done, she has that patience and to get that timing down. Good, nice, smooth rep. Okay, cool. So just showing you that timing of that isolated way down on that push press there, but you can use that for a jerk too. All right, cool. So 4 things to think about. Don't get too complex with it. Try to dial in one of those points. Whatever one you think that you need to work on, dial that in for you, make it happen, and really focus on that throughout the course of this weightlifting session. All right. Okay, so the at-home version today of the jerk. So if we don't have the opportunity to have a barbell, it's just something where we can gain a little bit of strength endurance specific to what's required for those jerks, okay? And cycling a barbell. So if you have dumbbells or any odd objects around, you can use one odd object for this too. We're gonna do a tall kneeling push press, okay? So we're gonna dig the toes in the back, okay? to make sure we have a nice, this will keep the tension through the legs. Okay, and what we do is we get the dumbbells racked in a front rack position. We're gonna start from above here in a nice straight tall kneeling stance. Okay, so tall kneeling just means the hips are straight in line with the shoulders, hips, and knees. All right, and then we're actually gonna squat down to the bum, so a little bit of a dip in the hip, and then we're gonna push press the dumbbells up overhead. Now, the thing about this movement is it really works on the timing, like we talked about on the barbell, of the hip drive into the weight. All right, if you press too early, you're gonna get really penalized on this. You're gonna feel it. All right. The other thing it does is it isolates that hip drive, so you're gonna really feel the necessity to drive the hips into that load. It's a very, very good drill and skill. All right, so right after you're done your reps for that, you're gonna go into 30 seconds of plank up down. So starting on the elbows, nice good solid plank, and we go up and we go back down, minimizing the hip rocking, keeping nice and solid through the core, and keeping the hips in line with the shoulders. All right, so just a little bit of a burnout factor there. It's gonna make the next time you go back to those tall kneeling dumbbell push presses, it's gonna make those a little bit spicy, all right? So have fun with this one. Good little shoulder pump. Okay guys, so today's workout, very, it's an odd one. It's a long burn, okay? So it can be very extreme anaerobic threshold over a long period of time. So it's gonna have that roller coaster effect on your energy system. So be prepared for a lot of leg burn specifically in this one. So if you don't have a bike, we are subbing with jumping air squats to get that leg burn in. So we're going 30 to 40 jumping air squats, whatever you're feeling, make sure you get a nice good jump. And we're catching the squat very well like Em's doing here. All right, this is gonna be go time. You wanna punch these really hard and fast just to get that response that you would get on a bike. Then we're going step up overs. If you just have a ledge, you can do step ups, but we're just gonna get an object to weight this, and we're gonna get from one side to the other. Notice how Em has a good method here. She has a good rhythm on the top of the box. This is gonna kind of be our chance to get our breath back, our active recovery, especially if we're using the bike. However, it's not gonna allow the legs to recover. Our legs are going to be on this whole workout, okay? And I'm smiling because she's feeling it right now. All right, so over the course of this workout, you're gonna feel lung burn, you're gonna feel leg burn that you're gonna have to really manage, but try to get that kind of roller coaster effect, get to those high levels of intensity out of this one, and go for it.